Alright, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and I had a couple of you guys reach out to me asking to see an ABXL comparison for ZEUS using a CTP of Rage and a CTP of Competition. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to jump in using the Rage and see if it is better or worse than the Competition for Alliance Battle Extreme and Alliance Battle Legend, because based on my testing, what I saw is that currently, when it comes to World Boss, whether it's World Boss Legend or World Boss Legend Plus, he's better with the Rage, even though the Rage proc is inconsistent because he doesn't have guaranteed critical rate anywhere in his kit. But let's see if that remains true when we take him into ABX and ABL, because a lot of people have been telling me that he's better with the CTP of Competition. But I want to find out for myself, and I'm sure some of you guys want my take on it as well, and that's why you're asking me. So we're going to jump in, and we're using on the universal day, I guess, for ABL. Yeah, we'll use them right here first. And let's see what we got for support. We got Big Nova, and I guess we could use them with Ronin. I have a 4-star artifact for Ronin. We don't have a Liberation. I'll probably put one on Big Nova since I'm going to be using ZEUS quite a lot. But yeah, let's keep the team like this and see what the scores look like. Alright. Do it. Right. 2.6, not bad, not too shabby. $4 mil, not too bad, not too bad. Where's the light? Okay. Okay. A little bit more before the next light, but it's okay. Oh, that was really close. Way too close for comfort. Can I squeeze out? Oh, never mind. I was gonna see if I could squeeze in one more rotation, but he became untargetable there. Yeah. Let's scoop that light. Okay. Oh, wow. Not where I wanted to collect that, but you already have a choice. A choice that just kind of spawned on my lap. It is what it is. Still, we're gonna get 16 with the Mighty Rage at tier 4 here, which is really good. Just toss out everything. Alright, 16.7 with the Mighty Rage. We don't have a Liberation, so keep that in mind. And it's just a Mighty Insight 4-star on, what you call it? 4-star on Ronin. So let me go ahead and pull this off, and then let's see the Mighty Competition score to beat is gonna be 16.7. All right. Don't care what none of the stats because they're all capped out anyways. Let's go. All right, let's go. Seeing a little bit of a divot. Seeing a little bit of a difference already. Yep. So it's 2.6 here at this point. Now we're seeing 2.76. It was 4, now it's 4.25. Oh, we got the light super far away, so that kind of inconvenienced us. Yep, I'm seeing where the comp is making a difference. For people who are chasing the highest scores possible, I can definitely get out of my... Yo, these guys are boxing me in. What the hell, bro? I can see why they would go with competition. Oh, come on. They put the light super far away just to jit me. So this happened twice, so that wasted a bunch of time there. But even still, we are going to come out ahead from the looks of it if we just keep playing literally exactly the same as we did last time. Okay. Wow. Okay, that light worked out, but... Yep, competition is gonna come out ahead. Not by like a crazy margin, but it is noticeable. And then on top of that, once you go from mighty to brilliant, the gap is, you know, gonna grow as well. Well, I guess not necessarily, but 17. So it's a 300K difference there. Let's see in ABX on. There's a day here. This no. I'm looking at L when I'm supposed to look at X. There's a day where it's Ghost Rider and him fighting for that spot. I guess it doesn't really matter which, because I'm comparing him against himself, right? So, doesn't matter. Yeah, so we can just do round 25 because it's just him versus himself. So we'll see. So I do have a liberation here on Ronan. Yeah, team looks good. Just put it this way, it doesn't really matter to me. Alright, so slight mishap. Had to pop back out to get Ghost Rider Striker because it's fire season. And since I'm going to be running the full fight, I do want to make sure that he can cancel. And yeah, let's go back. It goes round 25 and then we'll toss them back in. And let's see how it goes. Alright. Let's do it. Let's go. So much lightning on the map. It's crazy. Yeah, you can see it's just like a flash. It's like a flash of light. You might be one of those characters where it's actually better to play with the effects turned off, just so you can actually see what the hell is going on. You know, because like it's kind of insane. Let me get another rotation in quickly, just so we have Ghost Rider's thing built up. You can kind of see what I say is a little bit different than Mephisto, even though he has a lot going on and there's a lot of cancels, and there's only one skill that you really sit in. With Mephisto, there's no break in DPS, it's just constant. With Zeus, there is a small gap when he stops dealing damage. Right. PS, for any of you guys who are using Ghost Rider to cancel, it's better to use Savage Ghost Rider because for fire season anyways, because that one has the burn right at the end, as opposed to with Rage Return, the burn is at the end. Sorry, yeah, Savage Avengers, it has it at the beginning. Rage Return, it has it at the end. So it makes it easier to cancel depending on your playstyle. Like, I'm more of a risky kind of guy where I'll try to squeeze in extra rotations, and then sometimes I end up getting caught lacking. If you're the kind of person to just stop attacking and then wait, then you don't have to worry about that. You just build up your tier 4 and then you're good to go. So it looks like once I get him up to a brilliant, about to be a nice time. Get as much as you can off here. Okay, so 18.5 with the comp. Let's swap over to the Rage and see if that drops. I just want to see if there's a difference for ABX and ABL, because we saw that there is definitely a small gap. I would say maybe like 10-15%. I have to do the numbers, but it's not nothing crazy, right? So like if you don't have a competition, you don't necessarily have to go out of your way to give him a competition, right? It's not like, well, it could be the difference between hitting 12 million and not hitting 12 million. So, and that's a 12 million is a, well, 12 million is a milestone for you to get extra tier 4 materials and shit. So it is important. Let's yeah, let's rock out. Let's see. All right, let's go. You can see the proc is not as consistent as with the comp. So you gotta be careful that you don't waste a bunch of damage. Which is kind of crazy, because usually when a character has a lot of hits, it's super easy to keep their rage proc consistent, even when they don't have guaranteed crit rate in their kit. I guess he's just different that way. And this is not just a with me kind of thing. I've heard it from a lot of people that they'll do like 70-80 hits and the proc just does not pop, which is kind of unheard of. Makes me wonder if something is going on with him behind the scenes. Like, he's not lacking damage, but his damage would definitely go up to a crazy extent if his procs were more consistent with the rage. But I guess that's why they made another CTP that could solve issues like this that arise, you know? Got it. Super close though. Next rotation, we're gonna have to hold. Well, not really. We don't have to hold. I was gonna say we have to hold a tier 4, but we don't have to. We don't gotta do nothing like that. Interesting. Interesting. Am I tripping? Hold on, what? Guys, I beg your pardon. Listen, I'm gonna say it right now. Comp is better for ABL, but honestly, I don't think you have to go out of your way to give this man a competition if you don't have them laying around in bulk. Like, I don't think you should spend crystals to go chase competitions just to give him one. Like, if you have it and you prioritize ABL and getting the best scores possible at a more consistent rate, right? Because when you're running a character like him where the damage is up and down and the proc is all over the place, one run might look good and then another run might look bad. So if you're like me and you like to do one and done, then yeah, give him a competition and just be done with it. However, if you have a rage and you have a bunch of them just laying around, you know what to do. Okay, you've seen it. I showed y'all World Boss. I showed y'all ABX, ABL. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see with the guy. But I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.